Hi y'all, I'm back for another experiment. I ran out of the pouring medium, so I thought that I would show you how I make it. This is still an experiment that I'm working with, and today I'm going to use the pouring medium without torching my project to see if I get crazing going on yet. I'm not sure if everything will fit in this jar, but what I have is 1 cup of water here in this cup. This is glue from Amazon. I buy it by the gallon. There's no label on it or anything. It's just called Amazon glue. It's like a glue wall. And I'll be using Floetrol. This is from our local Home Depot. I think it costs $11 a gallon in my area. So, you can't go wrong with a pouring medium that cheap, making your own. I just don't know if it's going to all fit in this jar. We're going to see. We're going to see if I can cause another blunder today. So what I do is I pour the water in. It's 1 part water, 1 part glue, 2 parts Floetrol. So let me turn on the cup size. The cup side. All right. Let's pour in 1 cup of glue. I have to hurry up because my camera has been shutting off. And I did change the settings down to just the regular HD. And we'll see if that will help. Alright, I get these bottles out of my way. And now the Floetrol. So then I'll go up to 3 cups here because I had 1 cup of glue. There's 2 cups. There's 3. Alrighty. And we'll get that out of our way. I'm going to stir with one of these jumbo craft sticks. These are from Walmart. Hope it fits. Getting full. There we go. Just let it pour in here for a while. And I'm going to stop the camera while I scrape this out so I don't have to bore you with scraping my cup. I'll be right back. Alright, it fit, but I don't have much room to stir. It's pretty full. What I'll wind up doing is probably shaking the jar the rest of the way. I hate to shake it too much because it creates a lot of air bubbles. Now the cup that I had the glue and Floetrol, I went and soaked it with a spot of dish soap and a splash of white vinegar right away because the vinegar will dissolve the acrylic properties in that cup. Anything like paint, acrylic paint, I clean up with white vinegar or I use isopropyl rubbing alcohol. Both of them will remove it from countertop, furniture, whatever. So we're looking pretty good here. I think we're getting stirred up. What you want to do is keep stirring from the bottom up. I want a top to bottom motion in here. And that's how I stir all of my paint, like gallons that I buy from the store and things before I paint my house. Stir from the bottom up. Because that's where all the settlement is. That's where the heavy stuff lays. Alright. Okay, I will finish shaking this later. Right now I'm going to get on to another experiment. There we go. Being that this is an antique canning jar, I'm not using it for food anymore. These jars have been through a fire. I wouldn't trust them in a pressure canner. And the top rim just doesn't feel like it would seal anymore. I've got a very small chip in here. So jars like this get salvaged for storing things, popcorn or whatever, or in my art shop. So I'm going to put some saran wrap over the top of this because these lids were for canning jars. Bought them, they're Ball brand. And after you pop your sealed lid and your ring, you take that off. If you still have food left in your jar, you put one of these plastic lids on and put it in the refrigerator. But they leak. They leak when you shake your jar. They're just really not airtight. The saran wrap in there helps. Okay, so there's a tip for you. And I'm going to show you my experiment for the day. Let me put this aside. And what I am going to do is, I was going to throw this bowl out. You know, I just don't like a lot of things cluttering up my house. So what I just throw things out. But it's in perfect condition. There's no chips or anything. I don't know what came in here. But what I'm going to do is turn it upside down and let paint run down this. I'm going to put candy in it when it's done and give it as a gift to someone else. So that's my plans with this bowl. But first I have to wipe the outside off with alcohol because right now I'm getting it full of my finger oils. So I'll show you how I do that. I'll get set up. And another thing, I had to think ahead. After I'm not going to set it down on the surface and pour paint on it because it's going to get funky where the edge sits in the paint that runs off. So I need something tall to get a hold of this after the paint stops dripping. And I'm going to use a bottle of magnesium and put it on there, let the paint run off, and then take it and I can move it. It's not tippy or wobbly. This cap fits just perfect inside here in this ring in here. So that's what we're going to do. And then on top of this, we're going to let the paint run off onto another project. And that is a vinyl record album. Come and join me in my next video and watch me do this experiment on these new projects. Don't forget to like, sub, and share, and we'll see you on our next video.